Long before we had words, we had rhythm. Before we wrote stories, we beat drums. Music is older than language, older than memory, and somehow it still speaks to something deep in us. But where did it come from? How do we shape it? And why does it heal us in ways nothing else can? Have you ever paused to wonder, where did music really begin? Long before the symphonies, the pop hits, or even the simple songs we hum, there was a time when humans didn't have words, at least not as we know them today. Yet, somehow, they found ways to create sound that was more than just noise. It was music. Imagine early humans gathered around a fire, the flickering flames casting shadows on cave walls. There was no written language, no instruments like we know now. Just their voices, their hands, and the natural world around them. Birds sang melodies, rivers gurgled rhythms, and animals communicated through calls. These sounds formed a backdrop for early life, but humans took it a step further. Scientists and historians believe that music might have started as a way to connect. Rhythms helped coordinate group activities like hunting or working together. Vocal sounds may have communicated emotions more powerfully than simple gestures or grunts. Some theories even suggest music helped strengthen social bonds and build community, something crucial for survival in those harsh environments. But music was probably more than just a practical tool. It carried emotions that words couldn't yet express: fear, joy, mourning, or love. Before the invention of language, music might have been the first way humans told stories and shared experiences. As those early humans began experimenting with sound, something remarkable happened. Simple noises transformed into patterns. A steady beat, repeated rhythms, and perhaps even the first melodies. But how did that shift happen? Nature was a constant inspiration. The rhythmic pounding of rain, the steady drumming of footsteps, or even the calls of animals offered a natural tempo. Early humans likely started mimicking these sounds, creating their own music by clapping hands, tapping stones, or banging hollow logs. These primitive instruments weren't about melody at first. They were about rhythm, the heartbeat that united the tribe. In many ancient cultures, music became a vital part of rituals. Whether celebrating a successful hunt, marking the changing seasons, or honoring the dead, music was woven into life's most important moments. It wasn't just background noise. It was a language of emotion and meaning. Interestingly, archaeologists have discovered some of the earliest musical instruments, flutes made from bird bones or mammoth ivory, dating back tens of thousands of years. These artifacts tell us that humans weren't just making noise. They were deliberately shaping sound to express something deeper. This process likely took generations. Over time, rhythms became more complex, melodies emerged, and music began to carry stories. Music was no longer just a tool for survival. It was a way to connect, inspire, and even heal. By this point, music wasn't just a collection of sounds. It had become a vital thread weaving early human communities together. It was a tool for communication, a form of storytelling, and a powerful emotional outlet. Think about the challenges early humans faced: harsh environments, dangerous predators, and the need for cooperation. Music helped them coordinate hunts and signal danger. It also played a key role in rituals that brought people together, creating a sense of belonging and shared identity. Anthropologists suggest that music might have even influenced the development of language. Both rely on patterns, tone, and rhythm to convey meaning. It's possible that the musical expressions of early humans paved the way for spoken words and complex communication. Moreover, music was a way to pass down culture and knowledge before writing existed. Songs and chants preserved histories, laws, and beliefs, allowing stories to survive through generations. In short, music wasn't just entertainment. It was essential to human survival and social cohesion. It's fascinating to realize that the songs and rhythms we enjoy today are part of a legacy stretching back tens of thousands of years. Now that we've seen where music began, let's explore how humans actually create music, the fascinating process of turning sound into something meaningful. At its core, music is made up of a few fundamental elements: melody, rhythm, harmony, and structure. Each plays a unique role in shaping how we experience a song. Melody is the sequence of notes that your ear follows, the tune you might hum or whistle. Think of it as the story's main character, carrying the emotional journey. Rhythm, on the other hand, is the beat or pulse that drives music forward. Like harmony adds richness by combining different notes at the same time, creating feelings of tension, release, happiness, or sadness. Structure is the overall blueprint, the way sections of music are arranged so the listener feels a satisfying flow, like verses and choruses in a song. But how do composers decide what notes to play or how to arrange them? That's where cultural traditions and music theory come in. Different cultures have developed unique rules, scales, modes, and rhythms that guide how music is made. These rules aren't rigid laws but frameworks that inspire creativity. Rhythm is the heartbeat of music. It's what makes you tap your foot, dance, or feel the groove without even thinking about it. But rhythm isn't just a random pattern of sounds. It's carefully organized into what musicians call meter, which groups beats into recurring cycles like 4/4 or 3/4 time. These patterns give music a sense of predictability and surprise, creating tension and release that our brains find deeply satisfying. For example, a steady beat in 4/4 time is common in pop music because it feels natural and easy to follow, while a 3/4 waltz beat has a lilting, flowing quality. Rhythms can be simple or complex, depending on cultural styles. African drumming traditions often use intricate polyrhythms, multiple rhythms layered on top of each other, that create a rich tapestry of sound. Meanwhile, Western classical music may play with syncopation, shifting accents to keep listeners on their toes. Rhythm also connects us physically to music. Our bodies instinctively respond to beats, which is why music can influence movement, mood, and even heart rate. This connection is so primal it's been called the dance of life, a reminder that music and motion have always been intertwined. If rhythm is the heartbeat, then melody is the soul of music. It's the line of notes that moves up and down, capturing feelings that words sometimes can't express. Melodies often follow patterns that our brains recognize and anticipate, which is why a catchy tune can stick in your head for days. Harmony comes in to add depth and color. By layering different notes together, harmony creates moods, from warmth and comfort to tension and mystery. Think of a simple major chord that sounds bright and happy versus a minor chord that feels sad or introspective. Composers use scales, specific sequences of notes, to build melodies and harmonies. Different cultures favor different scales, which is why music from around the world can sound so unique yet universally moving. Interestingly, music theory is a balance between rules and creativity. While there are guidelines about what sounds right, great musicians know how and when to break these rules to surprise and engage listeners. Together, melody and harmony form the emotional language of music, allowing us to feel joy, sorrow, excitement, or calm, often all within a single song. Music isn't just something we enjoy, it's something that heals. For thousands of years, humans have used music as a form of therapy, long before modern science explained why it works. From ancient rituals to today's clinical settings, music has been a powerful tool to soothe the mind and body. So, how does music actually heal? It starts with the brain. Listening to music stimulates multiple areas, the parts that control emotions, memory, and movement. When we hear a favorite song, our brains release dopamine, the feel-good chemical that boosts mood and reduces stress. Music therapy has been shown to help people cope with anxiety, depression, and even chronic pain. In hospitals, music can calm patients before surgery or assist with rehabilitation after stroke or injury. For people with Alzheimer's, familiar songs can unlock memories lost to the disease, offering moments of connection and recognition. The power of music therapy lies in its ability to reach us on a deeply personal level, bypassing words and touching something raw and emotional. Across the world, countless stories show just how transformative music therapy can be. Take, for example, stroke survivors who struggle to speak. Through rhythmic exercises and singing, many regain the ability to communicate, retraining their brains by connecting music with speech pathways. Children with autism often respond positively to music, using rhythm and melody to improve social interaction and emotional expression. Music provides a safe, joyful space where they can engage with others without pressure. Veterans dealing with PTSD find comfort in music therapy, which helps reduce anxiety and flashbacks. The structured patterns and soothing sounds create a sense of safety and grounding. Even everyday people benefit. Listening to calming music can lower heart rate and blood pressure after a stressful day, improving overall well-being. These stories remind us that music isn't just entertainment. It's a vital part of healing, connection, and hope. Science has begun to catch up with what ancient cultures knew instinctively. Music profoundly impacts our brain and body. Studies using brain imaging show that music activates areas responsible for emotion, memory, and motor control all at once. When we listen to music, our brains release chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which help reduce stress and increase feelings of trust and bonding. This is why group singing or drumming can create powerful social connections. Music also influences our nervous system. Slow, steady rhythms can lower blood pressure and heart rate, calming anxiety, while upbeat tempos can boost energy and motivation. Therapists use these effects intentionally, tailoring music to the needs of individuals, whether it's calming a restless child or motivating a patient in physical therapy. The more we understand this, the more music therapy is becoming an essential complement to traditional medicine, unlocking healing through sound. Music is more than just background noise. It's a timeless language that has shaped who we are, how we connect, and how we heal. From the first beats that echoed in ancient caves to the melodies that move us today, music carries the power to touch our deepest emotions and bring light into our darkest moments. What song or sound has touched your heart recently? Take a moment to reflect on the music that moves you. And remember, it's more than entertainment. It's a connection to our past, a key to our emotions, and sometimes a gentle healer. If you found this journey into the world of music inspiring, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more stories that touch the soul. Share your favorite healing song in the comments below. I'd love to hear what music means to you.